This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. After a respectable showing from Team Bahamas at the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup, President of the Bahamas Football Association, Anton Seeley, believes corporate Bahamas will be more flexible when it comes to giving players time off. As for when we can see players on the sand full-time, not having to worry about other jobs.
Corporate Bahamas haven't gotten to that level of sophistication yet where they can see the value in sponsoring a national team so that these guys can train solely and wholly for the sport. But we think in time that will happen, and I think this is an opportunity for the government to take a critical look at how they do fund programs and maybe put aside a fund that will fund professional, semi-professional athletes who, take time off work where they receive a stipend for playing so that they don't have to worry about having to report to the job to take care of themselves and their families.
The SEC Outdoor Track and Field Championships underway in South Carolina. 3 Bahamians in action for the Auburn Tigers. Teray Smith qualifying for the finals of the men's 200 meters. He placed 8th in the prelims in 20.47. Janae Ambrose not as fortunate in the women's deuce, finishing 13th in 23.11. Xavier Coakley not moving on either in the men's 400 hurdles. He was also 13th in the prelims in 53.33. On to the NAI ranks now. 2 Bahamians in action for Taylor University yesterday at the Hillsdale Last Chance Classic, both in the men's 100 meters. Leslie Romer 6th in 11.07. Cody Willis right behind in 7th in 11.14. Still talking track and field, Shawnee Miller-Weibo will open her 2017 outdoor campaign in the women's 400 meters tomorrow in Shanghai, China. Also at that meet will be Donald Thomas in the men's high jump. The Bahamas will have a girls softball team at the Under-19 World Games in Clearwater, Florida this summer, and they know they have their work cut out.
At the moment, there are 20 teams that's going to participate in these games. And obviously, it's getting rankings and moving forward to play softball in the Olympics. They was ranked 33 in the world at this level. We will see what the competition looks like when we get there. Because obviously the USA team, Japan, China, all of those teams will be appearing in this tournament. Canada as well. So you're up to the top teams that are going to be at this tournament.
The New Providence Softball Association was scheduled to open its new season tomorrow. That, however, has been pushed back. Instead, a meeting with team officials will take place over the weekend to determine a new date. From the minor league baseball diamond last night, Anthony Seymour continuing his hot start for the Florida Fire Frogs. He went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored in a 7-5 win over Lakeland. Jazz Rado Chisholm also 2 for 4 with a double, 2 stolen bases and an RBI for Kane County. They lost to Lansing 4-1. As for Lucius Fox, he was 1 for 4 with an RBI in Bowling Green's 10-0 shutout over Cedar Rapids. The Mangrove Key Regatta usually takes place during the Mother's Day weekend, but due to the general election, it will be a week late.
We planning to have our regatta next weekend from the 19th to the 21st of May, and plans are well on the way. As a matter of fact, we have a meeting with the skippers who are traveling down to Mangrove Key at the regatta desk, and then tomorrow we'll be meeting with those guys down in Mangrove Key who have their boat in Mangrove Key, and people in Mangrove Key can expect the first set of boats to come down on the Moxie on Monday. The things are well on the way in planning, and we are hoping that this year we're going to have much more boats than we had last year.
Mangrove Key is one of the few regattas that does not take place on a holiday weekend, but they still get a good crowd, and this year is expected to be no different.
I'm expecting even much more people than that came down last year, because what's happening now is you find that a lot of people in the community are putting on their own private events as well, and so through social media, we had a whole lot of people doing their own stuff and promotion for the regatta. Even though you might have to hear it in the regular media, it's all being publicized all around. And, elections are over true, and persons must understand that, we are all one people, and the results are the results, and let's get together and let's make Mangrove Key great again. That's what it's all about,
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, check on weather, still to come.